Let's talk about the man who is in Pakistan. He came to Islamabad with the aim of finding common ground to fight terrorism. Hours after winding up talks with Pakistan's top civil military leadership, US Defense Secretary Jim Mattis said, and I quote, "There is a need to build positive and continuous ties with each other. Pakistan and the US need to find common ground. The US is aware of sacrifices Pakistan has made in fighting terrorism. The purpose of my visit is to ensure our long-term alliance continues in future. Whether any common ground has been found or not is not clear, nor is it clear if Mattis read the riot act to the Pakistanis on their support to terrorism or whether he decided to play safe and pat them on the back." Here's what Mattis said hours before landing in Islamabad.
They have lost hundreds, thousands of their troops killed and wounded by terrorists. They have lost hundreds, thousands of their innocent people murdered and wounded by terrorists. So we know that there's common ground.
So what's clear is that both sides do need each other. In fact, this is what the US wants. It wants Pakistani cooperation in fighting the Taliban in Afghanistan. It wants Pakistan to crack down on the Haqqani network. The Haqqanis are seen as a force behind the Taliban. The US is dependent on Pakistan for movement of its logistics to Afghanistan. What does Pakistan want from this alliance? It is dependent on the US for economic aid. It needs access to American markets for exports. It needs US cooperation in securing low-cost loans, among other things. At all costs, Pakistan cannot afford at this point to alienate Washington. Its fragile economy cannot withstand sanctions. Its budget making could collapse if the US withholds financial assistance, nor can it militarily take on America. Right-thinking Pakistani generals have no illusions that China will come to Islamabad's aid if a military confrontation looms. The Mattis visit could be another attempt by the US to rebuild ties with an old ally, but there could be an element of frustration also over Islamabad's intransigence on terrorism. Witness CIA Chief James Pompeo's warning, and I'm quoting, "In the absence of the Pakistanis achieving that ridding their country of insurgent bases, we are going to do everything we can to make sure that the safe havens no longer exist." There seems to be little doubt then that the US and Pakistan have drifted apart since the end of the Afghan jihad. Both have found new friends, the US with India, Pakistan with China, but old ties cannot be cast aside, not when the two still have need for each other.